We are trying out Metal Wolf Chaos XD for an hour. So Metal Wolf Chaos, kind of an infamous game, was... Well, I mean, the release of it was kind of weird, I guess, because this was a Japanese-only original Xbox game, and I guess there must have been some of those, but Xbox generally not a system you think about in terms of its Japanese presence. So that's one strange thing. Another strange thing being that this is a From Software game, who of course are now known for considerably different kinds of games, but this was something that they made for the original Xbox, I guess, in an attempt to appeal to Americans, as we will see. Because another reason this game is so well known is because of the portrayal of American patriotism that we have on display. I still don't really know why this didn't get released in the US. It seems like a shoo-in, but it did not. But many years later... When I say many years later, I guess I mean 15, because this came out originally in 2004, and then in 2019, Devolver Digital published the XD version worldwide on modern platforms. This is the PC version we're looking at right now, and we're just going to try this out for an hour. I've seen a bunch of the game, but I've never actually played the game before, so I don't know how to play it. I guess we'll learn together. Let's start a new game and find out the story of the destruction and how America was being torn apart and how it's up to one man to heal the divided nation. Let's begin. Alright, let's start a mission. Game safe. Let's do this thing.
By the end of the first quarter of the 21st century, freedom was dead in America. Beginning with a large-scale military coup d'etat that erupted in various cities throughout the nation. The rebels seized power in all the central institutions of government. The entire nation appeared to have fallen completely into the hands of the coup d'etat forces. However, one final hope in opposing the coup d'etat forces remained. This final hope being the U.S. President himself. Michael Wilson, the 47th President of the United States, equipped with a special mobile armored ops suit developed in secret by the military, boldly waged his own personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
So if you're counting, that would mean that this man is the next president of the U.S.
My special ops suit, Jody.
So he's coming soon.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start. This kind of party is a first for me. Mr. President?
Okay, let's party! Welcome to the White House.
All right, so
Looks really scary, Mr. President.
the president has a mech suit.
Via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base. Some FaceTime with the Commander-in-Chief.
I guess I should kill them. These are the coup d'etat forces. I shouldn't feel any mercy towards them, I suppose. Should I just keep shooting them as they come out of this helicopter? I mean, probably there's other places I could go. But the number on the chain keeps going up. It's 51 people dead now. There's so many people that fit inside. I mean, I assume... Okay, there we go. Just blow up the helicopter.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. Enter the underground base using this oversized back door here.
I think you'd do that, or, you know, we could just probably destroy the coup d'etat vehicles. Seems like everything's blow-upable.
The just lowly foot soldiers. Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no match for your special heavy mobile armor.
So in other words, they're no threat to me at all. But I mean, they sided with the coup d'etat forces, so they don't deserve any mercy. Oh yeah, there we go. And I can select weapons. I have no idea which weapons I might be selecting here. I guess I could just go into that back door, but I mean, there are enemies here to fight. I guess I don't have to fight them. I guess they just keep coming? Seems like they probably just keep coming. Alright, I guess let's go into the back door.
I'll be back.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
I got an energy pod and light arms ammo.
Mr. President, there's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry! The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now. Please wait a moment.
All right, we're gonna escape from the White House.
Whoa, something quite dangerous awaits. But with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down.
All right, so let's see. I guess the shotgun works. You know, that works all right at this long range. Seems like it works fine. Oh, there's more dudes over there. It's nice of them to wait until I turned around and saw them.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened.
Just like a regular plane, which
One's launch preparations will be complete soon.
seems a little mundane considering what we're riding around in.
Well, I guess they won't be voting for you next term.
I'm glad we can keep a sense of humor about what's going on.
Be careful.
We keep it light and fun here at the White House. All right, it's in position.
You waiting, Mr. President? How's that for a ticketless check-in?
This is 2004, so they really should be making jokes.
At the Oval Office, huh, Mr. President? Welcome to Air Force One.
They should be making jokes about, like, TSA or something.
Like they were ever invited. They're definitely...
Michael!
Mr. President, it looks like this party is just getting started.
All right, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some story about Michael and Richard. All right, so the president had to get in his mech suit, Metal Wolf, and make a daring escape from the White House, which was taken over by the coup d'etat forces. Let's see if we get some information about these coup d'etat forces. President Michael Wilson's flight from the White House cemented Vice President Richard Hawke's hold on the country. That's right. The coup d'etat is being led by the vice president. It's president versus vice president. Whose side are you on? With the Pentagon, Congress, and every other core institution in America firmly in his grasp, Hawke was free to thrust his depravity upon the country in the name of revolution. Well, I mean, it's not really a revolution if he holds every element, every group has any kind of power. I mean, it sounds like... I don't know, man. Like, if he was somehow able to convince every single entity in the U.S. that he should be the one actually with the power, I don't know. Maybe something's going on with the president. Maybe the president needs some self-introspection on how this happened. The land of the free was free no more. But let me tell you about the story of a man who stood against the tide, who believed in his own justice, even when it seemed the whole country had turned against him. DNN correspondent, Peter McDonald. So, to be clear, the game is about the entire country demanding, I guess, that the president give up power, and the president's reaction is he gets into a superpowered mech suit and starts killing people. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be taking from this, but let's continue on.
Jody, update me as to the status of the nation.
The entire nation.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Have they?
Mr. President, believe in your own justice. I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Right, I believe his father was also president.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading out to save America. Can you let them know I won't be able to make it?
It's a very good line, though.
Yes, Mr. President.
To my beloved fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your American justice and freedom supporter. First of all, what I would like to tell each and every one of you is this. Recent events were not a mere coup d'etat, but rather a revolution to correct the wrongs in the United States of America. To our regret, our nation is in a crisis situation. Since 2010, domestic terrorism problems have increased rapidly. economic disputes originating from the exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden rise in unemployment due to the influx of large-scale immigration. Neither the current president nor the American government took actions to address these various problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to terrorist cells. To correct this situation, Richard Hawk, Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old government, and the U.S. military rose to the task at hand. Much like our ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom, and based in the belief of an independent war, and based in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this belief exists in the United States of America too. And here is that evil. This villainous terrorist who first appeared in Washington and began his unjust rampage goes by the alias Metal Wolf. His current whereabouts are unknown. While all of America will be under martial law until Metal Wolf is caught, please do not confuse the issues at hand. Without fail, the U.S. military elite forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your special remedy for all kinds of evil.
And there we go. Now we have our summary. Turns out that things have gotten so bad in the U.S. that Richard took advantage of the civil unrest to seize power and overthrow the old government. And it sounds like, according to the news, that they're not revealing that Michael is the pilot of Metal Wolf. Sounds like they're saying that we don't know who Metal Wolf is. Clearly they know. Well, I mean, at least Richard knows. But it sounds like this is not publicly known yet, that Michael Wilson, the president, is the actual pilot of Metal Wolf. I'm going to throw this out there. I don't think martial law nationwide would be necessary, considering what they're looking for is this big blue robot that's destroying things. I don't think it's kind of obvious wherever that is. I don't think like that's hiding out or anything. It's like, where that is. It's conspicuous is what I'm saying. Anyway.
Currently, a coup d'etat army encircles the White House and is now closing in. Fortunately, though, because the enemy force is at a stage where it is still requesting reinforcements, it seems possible to get away now. While eliminating the enemies in your way, please reach the underground base promptly and board Air Force One.
Well, yes, that is what we did. Okay, I need to select this one. This is the new one. Go cross country to San Francisco. Also, I find something kind of funny about that first mission where it sounds like they're saying that in order to take over the country, I guess Richard Hawk needed to take over the White House, because that's like the throne of America, and the president still has power unless you can take the White House from him. Otherwise, you're not the real president. I guess that's how it works.
The coup d'etat army that occupies San Francisco still runs rampant and deprives 780,000 citizens of their freedom. Target areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their military activities are built around the town.
Oh no, they're suppressing freedom in San Francisco.
Target areas where enemy forces are concentrated are dangerous, but you can weaken their morale by destroying enemy armies. Destroy all target areas, annihilate the enemy force, and make the liberation of San Francisco shine as a beacon of hope in your counteroffensive.
All right, we have to liberate San Francisco. As you can see in the upper right, there are hostages we can rescue. The 3 types of hostage: civilian, scientist, and musician. Those are the only 3.
This mission goes by the call name Metropolitan Recapture Operation from Cisco Sighted Road.
That is a very catchy mission name.
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
All right, so let's see. We can choose weapons. We carry a bunch of weapons, like 4. Okay, so looks like ultimately we could carry 4 in each holster. Currently, it's only 3. So let's see. In the left, we have a shotgun, a bazooka, a sniper cannon. In the right, there's a handgun, an assault rifle, and a sniper cannon. Of course, all very large ones in order to be, you know, the size that Metal Wolf would be using them, I suppose. And I suppose we'll probably be getting more weapons as we go. As it is, does not seem like we have any additional ones. We can invest. Let's see. I have $22,844. But do dollars really mean anything in this new government? I don't know. We can invest in handguns or shotguns or machine guns or manufacture grenade launcher, sniper cannons. You know, I don't know. Why don't we like put some investment money in shotguns? Yes, research shotguns, please. This is what the president does. I order funding for the development of shotguns. We did it. We developed a shotgun. That cost a lot of money. Let's see. Oh, I guess now that I have developed it, I need to manufacture it, probably. Yeah, okay, I need to make it. Yes. Okay, this costs a lot of money. Okay, there's the one we just developed. I put it in my left holster. And I only have the one, so I don't have like a second for my right holster. Seems to be how this works. All right. No, I know. Yeah, let's start the mission.
Mr. President, how's the skydiving?
Not too bad.
San Francisco, occupied by coup d'etat forces, will be the starting point of our counteroffensive. And here's the starting grid.
Okay.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
The gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back!
All right, let's do it. We're taking it back.
Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout, and take back the town.
You know, I had to, oh, yes?
POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside.
I don't know how good Metal Wolf is at rescuing. Destroying it can do. Okay. We're gonna be careful.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued.
Okay.
Used to develop new weapons for the military.
I don't think anyone died there.
Way to go, Mr. President. Now the POW can be safely liberated.
We're helping people. You know, I do have to kind of wonder, how is it that...
Forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, literally, Hard Rock Cafe. I have to say, I do kind of wonder how it is that the coup d'etat forces have robbed the freedom of America and are occupying it, but at the same time have overwhelming popular support. At least that's kind of what it sounded like. Maybe they first got the popular support, and then they got brutal? I don't know. It's not really sure what the order is here.
A timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage. The destruct device kicks into action when you draw close for a fixed period of time. Be careful.
Oh, that just respawned, did it? Okay.
The time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it.
All right.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued.
Rock on.
To play the Chinese air hoop.
Yeah? Is that bad?
The POWs have been safely freed.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You could call it winning by retreating.
Let's see.
Job.
So I guess...
Destroy every target area and annihilate the enemy army. The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first.
Alright, working on it. So I guess that the president... The existence of Metal Wolf has been surreptitious, maybe saved for emergency use, or does the president regularly go on missions? It's just that no one knows who is the mysterious pilot of Metal Wolf. Do all presidents get trained in the use of Metal Wolf? Is this just something we don't know about? Did Michael's father have a Metal Wolf as well? Let's see. Actually, I think this is the new shotgun that I made. Let's give that a try.
Target areas still remain. Patrol the vicinity area well. Whoa! Well, if it isn't the pride of the United States military. M1 Abrams tanks. I never thought they would join the fight.
Alright, well, how does Metal Wolf do against tanks?
You succeeded in saving the POWs.
High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
It's a good thing M1 Abrams tanks are equipped with energy pods, as we all know. Can I use this as a shield for the moment? Let's just see something. Need to switch weapons here.
Mr. President, the POW rescue failed.
Oh no! I guess we'll just go with that. Of course, as we all know, tanks are well known for their use in urban combat, close quarters. I mean, I guess the enemy they're fighting is a mech suit, so what else what are they going to bring out? It's not like the dudes are doing well enough on their own. I've been trying them.
after the other. The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The is rising due to the HQ installations.
They are suspiciously tall.
And eradicate their will to fight. The enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season is decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
Ah, there we go.
What I expect from a U.S. president.
Yeah?
Thinking on your feet.
This is part of the job description of a U.S. president.
Could this be a thank you for destroying the area? It looks like you're going to receive a lovely present. That boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Yeah, that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President. Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Enough playing around. How about bringing it up a notch? Damage rate is over 70%. Mr. President, the quickness in your step seems gone. Have you been getting enough sleep? That boy's punishment seems to have done the trick. Just you're in danger, Mr. President. The fuselage damage level is at a breaking point, Mr. President. What do you plan to do? That boy is ready for the scrap heap. Let's send him to the demolition works. I almost forgot. I know a great demolition company in Anaheim. I'll introduce you next time, Mr. President. What a perfect display of your talents, Mr. President!
Not really, Jody. Nothing to get excited about.
Of course, he does not look at the explosion.
Just a bit more, Mr. President.
Thought I heard people saying help back here, but I didn't see the POWs. No, I don't hear him anymore. I know, now I do. Are they behind something that I'm just not seeing? Oh yeah, there's like a little thing in there. Well, that was worthwhile. I did save a musician. The most valuable of all hostages. And I think these are all just civilians. No scientists or musicians.
The enemy forces in San Francisco have been annihilated. Nice work, Mr. President.
Sure.
All in a day's work, huh, Mr. President?
Nope, we've only just begun. The fight will continue. As long as the America inside my heart is still alive.
Look how many president points we're earning. Okay, we can upgrade our mobile armor suit. Saving the citizen, the singular citizen, has increased our economy rating in San Francisco to 44. Okay, we improved the economy in San Francisco through our actions. Saving the scientist has increased the technology rating in San Francisco to 7. A sharp rebuke of cannon fire echoed across San Francisco as President Wilson commenced his counteroffensive against the vice president's regime. The liberation of the city struck a chord in the hearts of a small band of patriots whose alabaster souls still believed in the freedom that Richard Hawk had stripped away. A movement had been born, and it wanted Hawk to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, so now everyone has changed their minds. Everyone wants Richard Hawk out. The public opinion has done a complete 180 on Richard Hawk due to the war of San Francisco. The wings of an eagle were spreading. Sorry, the wings of justice were spreading, like an eagle, and getting ready to soar, says DNN correspondent Peter McDonald.
Mr. President, the Information Management Department received an email that might interest you.
Oh, so do they still work for us, or do they work for Richard Hawk?
An email?
Actually, it's a sound file.
Play it for me.
Yes, boss.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces. Awaiting response from fellow sympathizers.
The sound quality is terrible.
Sure is.
Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded just yet. And Jody, I'm taking back our country, going from west to east.
That's right. Well, we started in Washington, D.C., so then for whatever, I don't know how he ended up just going all the way across the country, ending up in San Francisco, but now he's gonna fight the coup d'etat forces all the way across the country, going all the way back to Washington, D.C.
Go west. I mean, east, young man. Huh? Mr. President, we got a message from the Information Management Department. The coup d'etat forces are making an announcement on national television.
Connect me.
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where the password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today, we bring you a most unfortunate bulletin. Last evening, the city of San Francisco suffered extensive damage at the hand of Metal Wolf, who suddenly appeared. In addition to slaughtering unresisting citizens, this heinous terrorist took citizens hostage and made an unjust demand for the release of violent criminals and the sum of $500 million. This vicious act could easily be the worst in U.S. history. Metal Wolf's pilot is meaner than Satan himself. And we will not permit him to get away with acts like this. We Americans will never yield to such evil. We Americans will obtain our own justice. Although martial law continues, my fellow Americans, please bear with our situation. To defend this lovable nation, let's lead the brave fight together. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where our motto, justice over theory, is your motto.
How could we have done that?
Public enemy number one. How about seeking exile or asking for help from other nations?
No. I'm the president. I can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Look, starting wars, we're not into that, but waging them, we're very good at that.
Mr. President.
Hey, Jody, update me on the situation in the West.
All right, so then there are more missions that can be selected in the West. That was San Francisco. Then there's Alcatraz, where you would have to destroy the famous Alcatraz cannon. Beverly Hills, in which we destroy all the bomb containers. The Grand Canyon, just destroy target areas. And Phoenix, destroy all target areas. Man, I can't believe we took all those hostages and demanded $500 million. How could we do that? I thought we loved this country. We're an American. Well, not only does Metal Wolf have to face the American military, but he also has to contend with the media, twisting the truth and convoluting the narrative being presented to the American people. Can Metal Wolf wage such a war on both sides? Would be a challenge for anyone. But it appears that we have just about reached an hour in our tryout of Metal Wolf Chaos. I just realized that I don't have the text file that I usually use up to score the points. I mean, if we're thinking about what the points were, I mean, I guess suspense. It's very suspenseful. It's a fate of the nation is in the balance. I mean, it's unclear really what it is Richard Hawke is doing exactly. Like, what is Richard Hawke's America meant to be? It's unclear, but we have to stop him from doing it. It's very suspenseful in that way. Is it immoral? Well, the president has the juices of America and freedom beating through his heart, so it is impossible to be immoral, because we know whatever America does means it's right because America is doing it, and if America lives in our heart, that means anything Metal Wolf does must be right by virtue of us doing it. So 0 immorality points. Is it erotic? Extremely. Extremely hot. The Stars and Stripes waving across the screen, the newscaster crying over the atrocities committed in our great nation, fighting for freedom. It's patriotic boners for days. Can't tell you how erotic this all is. But that's been our hour look at Metal Wolf Chaos. If you've never seen this game before, well, maybe you have an idea now about whether or not you might want to play this game. It's I was saying at the beginning, I wonder why they never released this in the US, but I guess thinking about it, this probably was a little before its time. I don't know, would people have gotten this humor back then? I mean, now this humor is very accessible, but if you were an Xbox owner in 2004 and you bought this expecting like this badass robot action game, would you get this humor? I'm not really sure. So maybe that's why this never really came out at the time in the US, but I think that this humor is much more appreciated today. That has been our look at Metal Wolf Chaos. One man's quest to free his country. The country that he loves. Richard!